As a courtesy for your performers, there will be no photos or recording of the show. Violators will be told to not do that anymore. So put your phones away and let's have a great time. You ready to get the show started? We got a great show for you. One more time, let Sheng Wang know you're here, folks. But first, your opener. You might see the fair or the comedy group, the Dress Up Gang. Please welcome to the stage, Kevin Kamya.
Wow. Nice. I just introduced myself from over there. And I'm like magically here now. Nobody wanted to do it. I had it all written out. There's like 20 people back there. It's tough being the opener. I had to set up all these chairs. I've been here since 4:30, man. It's very good to be out here. One more time for Sheng Wang. Let him. Such a great show. I like it because you don't know who I am, so yeah, I can say anything really. No, it's good. It's an honor to perform here and perform with him. Let's see. I wish I had a longer neck. I think that would be nice. Imagine if I just came out here tonight with just like a long ass neck. You guys would be like, oh man, this guy's gonna be good. Look at that fool's neck. Everywhere I go, I just stare at other men's necks. I can't help it. Like you, I can see you got a great neck right there. Man, that's a good one. Lucky. What you packing there? 3-4 inches of neck? Sometimes I ask guys that and they're like, oh, I got 6 inches of neck. Yeah, right. Measure them from the clavicle. I just like that look. Long neck, Adam's apple right in the middle. Woo. I got an Adam's apple too, but you're just gonna have to take my word for it. I mean, like women's necks. I look at women's necks. I was like, oh man, look at her. She looks like a llama. She got a long neck, eyelashes, chewing cud. Real nice. It's all right to have a short neck, I guess, live with it. I like the way my collars caress my cheeks, that's nice. Also, it makes breathing easier. If I want to fill my lungs with air, it's real easy. I just go like that. I don't gotta wait like this guy right here. Hey, this guy. I'm at that age right now where a lot of my friends are repurposing furniture. You got any of these assholes in your life? They used to be a lot of fun. They used to make their own beer, and that was fun. You go to their garage, they give you this shitty beer, they just laugh about it. And then all of a sudden it gets all serious, because now they're making furniture. And I hate it because you gotta always act amazed when they show you the stuff that they make, They're like, oh, Kev, come here, check this out. Come here, check this out. They're always eating apples because they're fucking assholes. And anytime somebody eats an apple in front of you, they're being a dick. This guy's like, check it out. Check it out. You see this desk? Huh? You see this desk? It used to be a door. And you gotta be like, oh fuck, wow. Jeff, how'd you do it? How'd you take a door that was like this and then go out like that? Still got the doorknob on it and everything. No good. Been trying to do some more adult things. I got engaged. We'll see. We'll see, We waited too long in our lives, like we're the last in our families, the last in our friend groups even, and it's like you can't wait that long, man. Like if you're with somebody in your 20s and 30s, just do it, just do it. You can't wait because the longer you wait, it just becomes slim pickings. We're like the last 2 pieces of candy in that Halloween bag. She's like an orange dum-dum with like no wrapper. What the fuck is her wrapper? And I'm like a box of raisins. You know? We don't go well together. Nobody likes us together. Sheesh. But at least she's candy. Nobody ever craves the sweet taste of a raisin. So we'll just we argue and stuff, you know, but we're just gonna figure it out. That's what we say. That's what it's gonna say on our invitations, actually. We're gonna figure it out. Spell it out in cursive, real nice. We have some issues, like she doesn't cook, you know. Yeah, you know. Like I'm not saying like all women need to know how to cook. I'm just saying like it would be nice if she did. You know? I don't care what you guys do, like, because I do all the cooking. That's the idea. I do all the cooking. And you know what the rule is? One person cooks, the other person cleans, right? She doesn't do that shit either. And she's white too, so it's all crazy. The nerve! She's all white and chilling. I'm just like, She doesn't cook. One time she made a quesadilla and like the cheese wasn't even melted. You know, there's only 2 steps. And that second one is muy importante. She doesn't cook, but she's, you know, like she's nice and stuff. One time she bought me a gift because she told me my love language is gifts. You know, she's just crazy white stuff is what that is. Don't we all like gifts? She's like, oh, you're gonna love this. She gave me this big box, and I open it up. It's a wok. The fuck? I wasn't like hinting about a wok. You know, we already have a wok. She seen me use it. But she just thought like I'd be all excited. She's like, oh, I'm gonna give this old Filipino guy a wok. His mind's gonna get blown when he sees this thing. She thought I was gonna get like legit like excited like when a pimp gives a prostitute a new dress. She's like, oh, daddy, look at this. She thought I was gonna get excited. Here's the thing, it's like, I don't know if it's a gesture of love, what she did. Because like, if you're not Asian, and let's say you work with an Asian person or something, all of a sudden just buy them a wok. Just see how they react. They're gonna be like, the fuck is wrong with you? This is what you think I am? I mean, I don't know, it's a good walk and stuff. But I don't know if it's a gesture of love, like, oh, you know, you're gonna really love this thing. Or it's more like, make me number 14 with chicken, bitch. Coming right up, coming right up. Actually, you know, I make fun of her, and that's fine and stuff, but it's like, you know, I actually feel sorry for her. You know, I'm sure it wasn't her dream. You know, to one day just be like, oh, I'm gonna hope one day I'm gonna meet a balding Filipino guy with no neck, and oh, please have gout, please have gout. Dear Lord. like, shit, I got all that. What was that? Oh, at least I have a walk. Okay, thanks. Yeah, you're right. I don't know. Like, she tells me stuff like I gotta work on my libido. Dang. I was like, libido? What? I can't sing that high. It's true, like sometimes when we do it or whatever, like I just get tired. I get tired. I'm like, I just lay there, really. I just lay there. I don't even like move. I'm what you call a pillow princess. And she's up there, she's doing all the work, you know. She's up there, she's just pounding me like I'm a piece of garlic. She doesn't understand that reference, so it doesn't. She don't get it. But she's up there just going at it. Her eyes are closed anyways. She's not thinking about me. Her eyes are closed, mine are wide open, looking at her closed eyes. I could just slip out of there. So I just lay there. I don't do no up thrusts. I don't do no up thrusts. Against gravity? You're crazy. I don't have the core muscles for that.
It's okay.
Sometimes when we do it, she'll be like, go faster. I'm like, huh? I don't go faster. I actually go one speed. I go one speed. I go 80 beats per minute. This is what you can do. You can take like a metronome. You get a metronome and you put it on your phone or whatever. And then when you do it, you tap it in the rhythm. To find out how fast you go. I can't be the only one that's ever done this before. Just 80. You hear that high one that I want to hear? No. That's when you breathe. It's okay, right? If she can't come to that, that's her problem, right? And that's a 4/4 time, by the way. In case you're wondering. I don't do 3/4 time. 3/4 times like this. Boom, bop, bop, boom, bop, bop, boom, bop, bop, boom, bop, bop. What are we on, a carousel? Trying to make love. I was talking to Sheng about this. I gotta do something about my phone. My algorithms are all messed up. I got crazy stuff on this thing. Nothing but street fights on this thing. All my social media is street fights. I start every morning with 6 to 8 street fights. Oh man, this guy's getting his ass whipped. Then I go to the bathroom and I watch 4 more. What did he do? We all know how algorithms work. All you gotta do is watch something else. You know? So I try to do that. I watch a lot of panda stuff. I saw one today where they had like this basket filled with red pandas. I was like, oh my God, cute. And then I saw, you seen the otters? I get all excited, I get choked up. But you see the otters, you see the otter mama floating on her back. She takes the baby otter, puts it on her stomach, and they just both float away. It's good. It's good. And then my phone is like, psst, hey, you want to watch another melee at a McDonald's? Yeah. Where you been, man? I've been watching all this weak shit. I don't know. Guys fight, it's funny. It's really funny. They like to take their shirts off. Go down the strip, you see two guys fight. They like to take their shirts off. It's their first move. They're like, oh, what's up? You want some of this? You want some of this? Oh. Slowly take their shirts off, and then when both their nipples are exposed and they point at each other like that, it gets them angry. They just start going at it. Maybe I'm watching something else. It looks like they're fighting. That's why I can never get in a fight. I don't want to take my shirt off. There's no way, dude. I don't exercise. And I can't have another man slapping my tits around. And he doesn't slap them like this. He slaps them like this. Touching him with the apple hand. Crazy. If I got in a group fight, you know, I'd be the guy holding all the shirts. I'm like, oh, you mess with the wrong dude. When this guy jumps in, he's gonna go all your asses. All your asses. All right, bud, raise your hands up. The reason why I watch these street fights is because I study them, because I want to know how to defend myself, you know. And luckily there's a shitload of these videos. I can watch them on Instagram, I can watch them on TikTok. So now I know, like if I want to defend myself and a guy's about to punch me like this, I'll be like, hey, want to find out how to make passive income in your sleep? Start an Amazon store, homie. Boy. I also got interested in these street fights, because remember when there was a lot of Asian hate in the news? I'll try to make this funny. It's crazy. A lot of it was on the news, if you don't know. Teenagers were just like beating up like Asian senior citizens, and it's like, you know how hard it is for me to walk around and try to not look old? I'm a target. That's why if I walk on a street I'm unfamiliar with, just like every 20 feet I just go. I'm like, haha, you ain't getting me, dudes. I'm young like you. Just chilling here on the hip hop street. I always thought too, if I got hate crimed on, you know, like I just hope my attackers are white. It just makes it easier for the interview at the end. You know? Like, oh, we have the victim here. He suffered a horrible attack. Do you have anything to say to the people at home watching? Yeah, 4 white kids, they jumped me. They're white, so they're racist. Therefore, it was a hate crime. My Venmo is at Kevin. Dash Kamya, you know, get that in there. Well, sometimes it's not like that. Sometimes it's like 4 black teenagers beat up this old Filipino man. We have him here. Do you have anything to say to the families of those racists that attacked you? I don't know if we want to call them racist or not. You know, it's more like a systemic racism. You know, so it's like still white people's fault. And just to be honest, I think I had it coming. You guys have been a lot of fun. My name's Kevin Collins. Thank you. Hey, do me a favor and like add me on Instagram and stuff, because one, I gotta get my numbers up, and then two, you can watch all these like sweet fight videos that I post. All right, let's do this. All right, you guys ready to do this? This is it. Let's go bigger than that. You guys ready to do this? You know him from his hit Netflix special, Sweet and Juicy. Please give it up for the one and only Sheng Wang! Las Vegas.
What's up? Hello, everybody. One more time for Kevin Collins, y'all. Hi, everybody. What's up? Thank y'all very much for coming out, man. Really appreciate it. Thank you. This is crazy, man. Just real quick, just so I kind of get an idea of what's going on. How many people here are from Vegas? Nice, nice. A lot of locals. Who here traveled to come to the show? Okay, good mix. Thank y'all very much for coming out, man. I really do. It means a lot that you guys bought a ticket, you know, and I just want to show everybody my appreciation by giving everyone here a little bit of eye contact. Thank y'all, man. That's everything. Thank you. That's the magic of a live show. This right here, you know. No, I've been touring a lot. I've been appreciating this new journey that I'm on. I was recently in Texas. I was visiting. That's where I grew up. You know, I was visiting family in Houston, and yeah, it's weird. I got to visit the house that I grew up in, and I realized the house that I grew up in has depressing lighting. It's sad, man. It didn't have to be like that, you know? It's so obvious to me now. I see it now, but as a kid, I could never figure out what was wrong. You know what I mean? As a kid, I was always like, but why is it sad? What happened? I was close to having a good childhood, man. I was so close. So close. We just needed lamps. That's a Target trip. That's it. That's all. We just need a few lamps. But you know, first generation immigrants don't really prioritize ambiance. They came here to raise kids. They're not also gonna raise the vibration. Most of the rooms have one lonely light overhead in the middle. Perfect for an interrogation. It's dramatic, you know? You walk in there, all of a sudden your eye bags got mad definition. Look like everybody about to tell you a ghost story. I don't want to complain. My cousin had it worse because my uncle installed a lot of fluorescent lights in their house. That's not right, dude. That should not be legal, you know? Fluorescent light is mostly sound. You hear it coming before you even get there. You know that's not gonna be nice. Get ready. Don't plan on sticking around too long, dude. It's got the buzz of a green-headed fly, paired with the warmth of an autopsy table. I was raised in a house, we had a no-shoe policy. Some of you are familiar. Yeah, basically that just means that when you get home, you have to stop at the entryway, you remove your shoes, and then you could proceed. That's how we grew up. But of course, I have friends that didn't live like that. And so when I got to visit their place, I was excited. I was pumped. I remember one summer, all the neighborhood kids, they're all gathering at Mark's place. Everybody's looking forward to playing Street Fighter 2 on Super Nintendo. It was a big deal, you know? I was excited to go from outside to inside, no stopping. Ooh, I'm gonna go straight through. I'm not gonna just hover around the foyer, I'm gonna go deep into your house. I'm gonna go all the way to your living room and see what carpet feels like with shoes on. Ooh, I've never walked through a home with so much grip. This is crazy acceleration right now. The pinnacle, sometimes when you go to the bathroom and the bathroom is set up in such a way where you're like, oh my gosh, am I expected to step on the bath mat? With my shoes on? That feels sacrilegious. That's the first thing your body touches after you shower. I would never do that at home. But now I'm tempted. I kind of want to try it. But if I'm a good friend, I won't. If I care about you like I care about myself, I'll straddle the bath mat. I'll go in there like this.
Oh,
That's love. You don't always see what I do for you. Love is not boastful. I try to keep a no-shoe policy in my apartment, you know, but you can't be 100% strict. Sometimes you have to, you know, bend the rules a little bit. Every now and then you will mess up, right? Every now and then you, in a rush, you already got your shoes on, you stepped out and then you realize you forgot your wallet, but you don't have time to do the whole thing again. Right? So it's a special day. It's a special day, but you don't walk out. You don't walk back in there regularly. You go back in your place like the floor is lava. You're like, it looks crazy, but it's all backed by logic. You have your reasons. You're doing wise steps to minimize the contact points. Stay on the balls of your feet to minimize the surface area. Quick movements because 3-second rule. These are the games you play when you're an anxious person pretending you have control in your life.
oh goodness.
It's great to be here. This is a lovely theater. I don't always perform in nice venues like this. Sometimes it's random. You know, one of the last shows I did in LA was inside a sex toy store. I agreed to it because they told me there was a free parking. And that's my turn on, you know? So I did my set. Afterwards, I did a little browsing and I came across an edible bra made out of hard candy. And I was intrigued, but I was like, that's for young folks. I don't eat candy like that anymore. I mean, I'm down to play. We can have fun. I'll take a nibble, but let's save the rest for later. Come on, girl. Don't expect me to eat a whole bra. I'm not gonna eat a whole bra, girl. I'm gonna get a headache. Better have a pair of underwear made out of Tylenol. You got something more suitable for adults? You got some grown-up snacks? How about instead of a bra, just a couple of pasties? Less is more, just a few bittersweet chocolate truffles. At least 75% dark. We go up to 85, I'm not scared. Throw in some sea salt, smoked almonds, spirulina. I don't eat candy, I eat confection. I picked up the box for the bra, I flipped it over because I'm trying to read the nutritional data. I need to know. I was surprised. It said 8 grams of sugar. That's not too bad. I mean, if you're gonna give yourself a sweet treat, 8 grams, that's quite reasonable. But then I looked further, it said 26 servings. I was like, dang, one bra, 26? Usually it's just 2 of us in the room. This recipe is designed for a group setting. That's a good bra to wear to a potluck. Let me know when y'all ready for dessert. She's warming them up. I can't do 26 servings by myself, man. No way, bro. I'm already pre-diabetic. Can't lose a foot to see a titty, y'all. Mom would be mad. Yeah. No, it's a trip. It's a trip to tour. It's weird. It's fun to be in Vegas. I went off campus. I left the hotel casino today. We went to Boulevard Mall. Anybody ever been to Boulevard Mall? I just discovered it randomly, and I went there. I told the people at the hotel. I said, I'm gonna go to this food court there. They said, hey, watch out. Everybody got scared. I was like, it's cool, it's chill. There's families there, man. The food was hella good. Everybody was concerned. Multiple people came up to us, like, hey, be careful when you go out there. No, we had a good time, man. I'm trying to enjoy the tour. I'm trying to be healthy. You know, it's a challenge to have good routines when you're traveling a lot. I'm trying to eat fruits. I'm trying to eat berries every day. You know, I'm really passionate about my antioxidants, man. It's weird. I don't even know what oxidants are. I just know that I don't like them. Boo, oxidants. You're the worst. It's weird. You can look up oxidants on the internet. You get a bunch of hits, but they're all talking about antioxidants. Nobody want to touch upon the original issue. Berries are pricey. It's a splurge when you buy berries, you know, they're a premium fruit. And I found out that it helps to alleviate the pain. When you spend that money, it helps to remind yourself how much bears love to eat berries. Bears have, I looked into it, they have what's called expensive taste. Ooh, bears eat good, dude. Bears eat an assortment of wild berries. They eat wild-caught salmon, raw honey, fresh mushrooms, venison. I'm like, dang, bear, let me roll with you. Come on, I'll bring some salt. I know your food is under seasoned. That's why y'all break into cars for some Cheetos. You know who else loves to eat berries, though? Loves to eat berries, man. Your friends' kids. And when your friends' kids come over, hide the berries quick, y'all. Don't play. I found out the hard way, man. One time I came home from the market, I bought a whole week's worth of berries for me and my girl, over 2 pounds, right? My friend came over, brought their kid. I'm trying to be a good host. I bust out some snacks, some berries. I see their eyes light up. I'm happy they're happy. It's a good energy, you know? Then I realized, oh my God, this girl don't know how much they cost. She eating them crazy by the fistful, you know? I've never seen berries being held like that. I was shocked. I didn't say anything, you know, because it's good for them. But in my mind, I'm like, that's not reasonable. That ain't right, dude. I'm so bothered, I can't even follow the conversation with the adults. I don't know what we talk about. I'm too busy assessing the losses. Nobody see what's going on right now? Nobody trying to pay attention? We're getting robbed. I don't know what to do. I try to show her how to eat the berry. I try to model behavior. Hey, take one. Try this grip. Take one, look at it. Appreciate the color, the texture. Be present with the berry. Chew slowly, savor it. After you eat a cup, that's enough. That's enough. She don't know how to take a hit. I get so frustrated, I start to eat the berries as fast as I can. I'm hiding them in my esophagus. But I mean, that's, you know, when there's kids in the picture, the hang is different. The hang is less predictable, you know? Like, the other day we were at my friend's place, we're having beers around the fire pit, just a bunch of bros having a fun time, right? All of a sudden, my friend's kid came out. Pop quizzed him, right? That's when out of nowhere, no context, your kid just run up on you and then they ask you a question about science in front of everybody. Now it's quiet. Now my friend is struggling to explain how the moon works. I'm nervous for him. I know he know we listening too. Yeah, we would like to know as well. That's a good question, kid. It's weird. Why is it like that? We don't know the answer, but we actively judging his response. That's a fun moment, because sometimes when your friend explains stuff to the kids, sometimes they have to dumb it down, but then sometimes you realize, oh no, my friend is done. I didn't know. I thought he was just silly.
Oh.
It's different, you know, when you hang out with kids, they'll reveal truths to you sometimes. Like I was babysitting my niece, you know, she's about 5 years old, so I took her to the playground. She's having a good time until she started to struggle on the monkey bar. And I'm encouraging her, because I think she could do this, right? I believe she can get it. I want her to find that joy when you catch the rhythm as you swing from one bar to the next. And at one point, I tried to show her, I found out I can't do monkey bars. I was shocked. I didn't know that was a skill we would lose this early. It's already gone. Nobody told me. Nobody told me. It breaks my heart to know that at one point in my life, I did monkey bars for the very last time. But nobody took a picture or nothing. It's sad, man. If you can still do monkey bars now, make sure you have a friend videotape you this weekend. Don't wait. Go to the playground. When it cools down, go to the playground. You get a friend to shoot it from there. You get a GoPro, shoot a second angle from here. I thought I had it, man. I had no doubts. Because I could do a pull-up. I could do 2 pull-ups. Yeah, ever since I got my presidential fitness award. But monkey bars is all your body weight on one hand. And you swinging. So you pulling G's. I forgot about the G-force. I'm on the first bar. I initiated forward motion. I felt the G's increase, right? 1 G, 1.1, 1.2, 1.3. About 1.3 G's, I felt the pain right here. My rotator cuff said, you better let go, boy. Ooh, I'm about to rip off your torso. Scared me, you know? I was frightened. I was upset. I gave up. I let go. I gave up. You know, because I've seen videos of terrorists training on monkey bars. I always thought that was silly, but now I'm like, they're pretty athletic. Damn, they are a threat. I had to take a break from touring. I had to go back home to LA to do jury duty. Yeah, that's the energy, huh? I didn't want to get selected, but I got drafted #1 in the first round. First round, #1 pick, baby. I was all proud of myself. I don't know why. And then I realized if I'm the first pick, I don't think this team's gonna make the playoffs. We did the whole jury selection process. It was a done deal. Last minute, juror #3 tried to get out. Juror #3 raised his hand. He was like, Your Honor, I've been applying for jobs. I might have an interview next week. The judge said, do you have one lined up? He said, no. She looked at him for 2 more seconds. She decided he was gonna remain on the jury because the judge gonna judge, right? She was like, you ain't gonna get no job next week. I don't see that happening, right? But that's okay, you got a job right here. We just hired you right now. Welcome aboard. That's a weird turn of events, you know? I mean, jury duty on paper is a noble idea. Let the people participate in the judicial process. That sounds pretty cool. But in reality, it's just like a weird inconvenience, you know? It's like, hey, are you free? You gonna be around, man? Come on down, come on down. We have a situation in a field in which you have no background experience, you have no insight or interest, but we're gonna have 2 very biased parties present completely opposite arguments to prove that they're right, and then you tell us the truth. You got this, baby. There's a lot of pressure. You know, I mean, court is kind of sacred, right? Court is potentially where you can right the wrongs of the past. People take it seriously. They're dressed for the part, right? The judge is wearing a robe. The lawyers are wearing tailored suits. It's a pretty formal affair, except for the jury. The jury, we're dressed like we have nothing invested in the outcome. If someone says business casual suggested, we're like, cool suggestion. But what's the bare minimum? Now we're at the federal courthouse, but we look like we're at the food court. We didn't do a good job, man. It was 3 weeks of trial, and yet nobody took notes. No notes. By the time they came to deliberation, we had nothing. We just going off energy. We're like, I don't know. Guilty. Yes. It sounds terrible, but relax. Nobody's life was on the line. It was a civil case. It was a U.S. corporation suing a Canadian corporation, so we just went with home team. Hey, I'm not a traitor, though. It was a quick discussion, you know? It was like, okay, everybody here's American citizen? Well, all right then. I guess we won another one. We got together at 9 o'clock. By 9:15, we were done. But you know, during the trial, you are on your own for lunch. But we found out during deliberation, if you work till noon, lunch is on the court. So as a jury, we all agree. We're like, hey, don't turn in the answer yet. Chill. We'll deliver justice when they deliver turkey sandwiches. Quid pro quo. So we withheld the verdict for 3 extra hours for some free food. The sandwiches were mediocre. Not worth the wait, not worth the calories. As a jury, we demonstrated poor judgment till the very end. The system works, y'all. We got what we deserve. I'm trying to celebrate the small wins, man. I recently hit a new milestone, folks. I just started buying my toothbrushes in bulk. Yeah, that's new to me, man. Most of my life, I lived toothbrush to toothbrush. No safety net. I'm out there buying Lucy's. I had one, and I would use that one until no two bristles were parallel. And then I would continue to use that one because I would convince myself it's probably more effective now that I made it all woolly like that. I make them stronger. Soon it'd be too powerful, then I promoted it up to kitchen duty. It's a different lifestyle, man. It's a sense of security. It feels so good to know that when I go home tonight, if I want a fresh one, I got it. I got it, baby. If you come over, I got you, no problem. You could bring up to 4 friends. And the best part about the multi-pack, you get to pick a color. That's an opportunity. Take your time, be intentional, check in with yourself. Where you at? What color speaks to that place? They all bring something different, you know? The blue one, that's peaceful. That's got tranquilo vibes. The red one, that's a little bit spicy. The purple one is powerful. I only pick the purple one when I want to change the narrative. Sometimes you're not living your best life. You might have made a series of self-destructive decisions. Now you need to adjust your behavior according to your core values. Well, come on then, purple toothbrush. Let's ride. We got plaque and demons to vanquish. Trying to be a better person. I want to be more loving and more wiser as I get older, but sometimes it comes out in weird ways, you know? Like I was recently at the airport. I'm waiting in line. I zoned out. I caught myself checking out this woman's butt. I felt kind of guilty. I wasn't proud of it, but I was like, well, let's try to make this a teachable moment. You know, I was like, you already did what you did, so now you're gonna have to check out everybody's butt. You don't get to choose one. You're gonna smoke the whole pack, buddy. I have the desire to learn, you know, I want to better myself, but I don't always have the follow through. That's why I have so many tabs open on my computer. It's easy to click on a link. There's so many things you come across on the internet that you feel like would be beneficial, you know, if you read it, right? So you click on all these links, the more tabs you collect, the smaller the tabs get. Until eventually there's no more information on the tabs. They're just a bunch of mysterious things you have not done yet. It weighs on you. You carry that around, right? Every few years your computer crashes, all the tabs disappear. You're like, finally I'm free again. The spell is broken now. It's weird, right? Technology is supposed to be helpful, but it sometimes makes life heavier, you know? Like I recently lost my headphones. I left them somewhere outside of Philly. I'm never gonna get them back. They're gone forever, right? But through the power of technology, I can still check in on them. I can see where they are right now. I know where they go. I know where they live. I know where they work. I see they get charged regularly. I don't know why I do that. I don't know why. There's an option to forget this device, but I don't want to forget. I don't want to let go. I already lost you once. I lose things because I have a tendency to repeat mistakes, you know? Every few years, I lose a pair of glasses to the ocean. Yeah, because I want to play with the waves. I also want to see those waves. I guess I want it all. Last time I lost my glasses, I'm out there, I'm playing with the waves, I'm having a good time. All of a sudden, my hat blew off my head. I'm looking for my hat. I made the mistake of turning my back to the ocean. The ocean said, "That's your butt." It tackled me, flipped me a number of times, snatched my glasses right off my face. I knew I was wrong from the beginning. I did not resist. I did not fight the wave. I did not save the glasses. I was like, this is the lesson again. Maybe you'll remember next time. I took my punishment, I came up, I surfaced, I found the hat, but not a good trade-off because the glasses were $500. The hat I originally found flattened on a busy road. You've seen how flat things can get out there. That's trash. Normally I would not pick it up, but I was going through a weird time in my life. I was really into streetwear. I was like, that's limited edition right there. I picked it up, took it home. A few weeks later, it escalated. I found a pair of swim trunks on a sidewalk, man. I took those home as well. That's pretty gross. My girlfriend was disgusted, but I was like, girl, it's Patagonia, though. That's a name brand, girl. So we agreed to put it in the hot wash. That's how you reset the ownership. You gotta do one hot cycle, and then it's open enrollment now. I wore those shorts to the pool today. Patagonia, baby. I wear glasses. I also wear contact lenses. I wear my contacts if I go to play basketball or if I go to a strip club. Yeah, because if you wear glasses to a strip club and if you sit near the stage, there's a good chance the dancer will take your glasses off your face. It's happened to me more than twice. And, you know, if you want to play the sexy librarian, go for it. I support you, but bring your own props. This is not a toy, this is a medical device. Normally, I only let the opticians handle them, but since you're not wearing clothes, I'm gonna let it slide. They take the glasses, they put them on, they look at you like this. It's supposed to be a sexy moment, but it's not because I'm squinting back at her. Like, hey, I think there's too many nipples on that. And then she switches it up, she takes the glasses off, and then she gives the glasses a close-up tour of her body. You know, I'm like, who's that for? Yeah, they're my glasses, but I can't see what the glasses see. It's now Bluetooth connected to my occipital lobe. don't have reception back here, man. Finally, I get the glasses back and the lenses are all smudged up. I got booby prints on my lenses, man. That's a personal touch, but I don't get turned on from forensics. I didn't bring my wife's, now I gotta watch the whole show in low res. I'm just trying to enjoy the basics, man. I don't care that much for material things, but I do have a few luxuries, you know, like I have been cooking with shallots. Hey, that's nice, huh? Shallots are special, you know? They cost more, yeah, they do cost more, but every time you cook them up, they prove their worth. Every time you fry up a shallot, they let you know, these ain't onions. You smell where your money went, right? Shallots, they're like onions' superfine cousin. They're from the same family, so they're similar, but you treat them differently. Onions you're very familiar with. You buy onions so casually you don't even know when they're around the house. But when you bring home a shallot, ooh, you already got plans made. You about to follow a recipe tonight. You're gonna use a measuring spoon. You might even dust off the mandolin slicer that comes with one shiny glove like Michael Jackson so you don't shave off your fingerprints. I've been exploring all kinds of aromatics, man. I just went through a big leek phase. Yeah, I've been messing around with leeks, man. I love leeks. I'm regretful because I avoided them for a long time, you know? Because, you know, when you see your first leek, it's intimidating. I'm like, man, that's a buff-ass green onion. What's that about? I'm trying to eat organic. That thing can't pass no drug test. It's too thick. Why did let it get like that? They should have harvested 3 years ago. At this point, just let it grow. It's about to be a tree. I love cooking. I love the whole process. I find it to be very relaxing, you know. I love the power of herbs and spices. That's magic. One of my go-to spices, cumin. Love a cumin, man. It's a good one. So many different cultures use the same spice all around the world. It's got a deep, savory profile. A little funky, right? Got a hint of B.O. It's a festive spice, man. Festive. Every time I smell that cumin, I'm like, ooh, smell like somebody else in this kitchen right now. Ooh, smell like someone just finished some light yard work. Thank you. Let me get you a glass of water at least. It's got a sexy musk. You know it's a freaky spice, because it starts with the word cume. That's how I pronounce it. I say it like an onomatopoeia. I'm like, hey girl, you better slow down, because I'm about to cume. For real, I'm not playing, I'm serious. I need you to, oh, I'm cuming. I can't believe they spell it out like that at the store. That's a public space. There's kids there, folks. Chill, man. The spice aisle could probably use an adult section. Top shelf, pull back the curtain up there. You got your cumin, your jerk rub, your star anise. Star anise. That's a scientific name for the common butthole. That's the genus and the species. I do most of the cooking. No formal training, just, you know, freestyling. It's home style, not a lot of presentation. I never follow a recipe exactly because I don't agree. I never make the same meal twice because I don't remember how I did it that first time. If my girl likes the food, I'm like, enjoy it, because that's never coming back. You got lucky today. It's real simple. I use a knife. It's basics, you know. I got a chef's knife. I got a cutting board, pots and pans. But I do most of the cooking. But every now and then, my girl, she'll buy a special kitchen tool, you know. Takes up a lot of storage space. She bought the mandolin slicer with the glove. She bought the spiralizer to make zucchini noodles that no one's excited about. About 8 years ago, she bought a special Japanese onion slicer. It's one handle, right? On top of which there are 8 blades. Very sharp. One stroke, 8 cuts. I I never used it. I like practicing my knife work, you know? And last year I'm going through the drawer, I'm cleaning out. I pulled it out, I forgot what it was. It was a handle and a cap, both plastic, and it was the same color. Bad design. I didn't know where one ended, where the other started. I misplaced my hand. When I opened it, I ran my finger over all 8 blades. And then I threw it away. That's the only time we ever used it. That's a weird journey for a knife. It sat brand new in the drawer for 8 years, waiting to strike, and it got me good. It was the most evenly spaced injuries I've ever suffered. The doctor said my lacerations were restaurant quality. Currently in the market for a new toaster oven. Yeah, I got a Black & Decker. We've had it for almost 10 years. It still works, but now it also works when nobody's home. I guess that's progress. So we might have to replace it. And I don't know, y'all. I'm at a point in my life where I might be able to afford a Bravery toaster. Maybe. I gotta run the numbers again. It's an expensive toaster, y'all. It's pretty. It looks very shiny. People have good things to say about them. But then it dawned on me, like, if it really is that well made, this might be my last toaster. That's heavy. You know, I'm just trying to make my leftovers crispy, but now I'm contemplating mortality. Now I'm wondering, to whom am I going to bequeath this heirloom? How am I going to pick one beneficiary? I'm going to have to start a toaster trust. I try to plan for the future in my own ways, just small little things, you know, like whenever I get a wet towelette, usually I won't use it right away. You know what I mean? A paper napkin, I'll use 4, 5, 6 in a meal, no big deal. A paper towel, I like to rip it in 2, give the other half to my boo. But a wet towelette, I'm like, hey, maybe I'll put that in my pocket. You know? Save it. I always save it because I feel like I'm gonna need it more later. Because it's special, right? It's wet. It's individually wrapped, so it's a commitment when you choose to deploy it. You want the perfect moment to bust it out. So you wait, a whole year goes by. Finally, you find yourself in a sticky situation, you're excited, you know? But you unwrap it to find all the liquid is gone. So sad. You still try to get your satisfaction, but it's less effective than a regular napkin because the wet towelette is now a used dryer sheet. Doing some more, yeah, I don't know, that's getting older or what it is. I guess I'm just embracing everything. Things are different in my 40s. I started dabbling in bigger font settings. That's new, man. It started with my friends first. That was a surprise. I didn't see it coming until I saw it coming from across the room. I was like, dang, Craig, what you doing with those size 18 fonts? Oh, you're my friend. You're not my auntie. Craig, you gotta dim your screen. It's too bright. We can all read it from here. Everybody can see. You got a line break after just 2, 3 words. You're already on the next line. Look like you're over there texting a haiku. Got bigger fonts, but a smaller bladder, man. I'm at a point in my life where sometimes I feel proud of myself if I don't have to pee for a while. I get pumped. I'm like, hey, I just watched a whole movie with no pausing. Hell yeah, maybe next time I will book a window seat. I didn't know that was still an option. I get excited, I get hopeful. I feel like maybe the healthier lifestyle is making me younger and stronger again, but it turns out I'm severely dehydrated. Ooh, I need to hydrate, man. I don't drink water like I used to. I've been drinking warm water. Anybody else mess around with that warm water? Yeah, that's some good warm water energy, dude. Don't worry, we'll be out of here soon so you can be in bed by 10:30. For sure, you're gonna have a wind down routine and everything. Warm water is special, dude. It's not just a change in temperature, it's a whole new thing, man. Warm water, it feels like the opposite of refreshing. When you hit that warm water, ooh, that tastes like a medical procedure. after you swallow warm water, you don't go, ah. You go, all right then. I better live longer now. Even after it cools down, you can put ice cubes in there. You still know, you're like, oh no, that tastes like it used to be hot. I need a chaser, this water got burnt. Most of my kids, most of my friends have kids, they're done having children or they're never gonna start, you know? And I'm kind of in that second camp, I think. I had multiple friends get vasectomies last year, and I support that. I think that's a good option if you don't want children in your life. I had a few conversations to learn about their experience, you know? And I found out after you get a vasectomy, your body continues to produce sperm, it just does not come out. And eventually it gets reabsorbed back into the body. I was like, dang, that's kind of freaky, bro. Hey, that kind of make you a swallower now. That's progressive, man. I'm proud of you, dog. I'm proud of you, man. That's responsible and nasty. That's brave, bro. I'm trying to be more brave, man. Just a little bit. I feel like grown-ups, I was like, trying to pretend I'm an adult, you know? I feel like I need to be a little bit more brave. Nothing crazy. Like sometimes after I watch a scary movie, I'll walk into a dark room in my apartment, but I won't even turn on the lights. I just try to be brave. That means you keep your natural pace. When you walk in there, don't start moving faster. That's your house. Act like it then. When you start to scurry, you let the ghosts know they got you shook. Do not let them know. Keep that a secret, dude. Be cool, man. Be cool. I go in there, I do my thing, I handle my business. Cool, right? I turn around, I start to leave. Very cool, very cool. I'm close. I see the hallway light. The last 3 steps, I run. Right up to the door frame, and then I leap into the light. But when you leap, don't overextend your back leg. That's how you get grabbed and dragged to your behind. You gotta run, leap, tuck. And then you make a cowardly sound like, ooh. Yeah. Sometimes I try to be brave when I take a shower. I don't wait for the water to get warm. I walk right in there. Don't even test it, dude. That's gangster stuff. If you want to be real crazy, don't even turn on the water yet. Try it tonight. Go home. Take your clothes off. Get naked. Walk into a quiet, dry shower. It feels weird, bro. Look at every nozzle on that shower head. And then with your own hand, blast yourself. Don't flinch. Don't block. Don't play defense. Just take it on the chin. It's hard. You gotta be hella brave. I'm trying to retain that childhood sense of wonder. You know, people lose it. That's sad. You see people lose it. You ever hung out with somebody who farted, but then it's pretty clear that the joy is gone. They don't even acknowledge what happened. That's crazy to me, man. I'm like, hey, if you fart and if I'm in the same room, man, flash me a smile. Shoot me a raised eyebrow or 2. Let's have fun with it. You already farted. Don't let it go to waste. Crazy. Trying to slow down, pay attention, enjoy the small things, man. I was recently stressed out. I went for a little walk to get some air, and I came across a spider that just started building a web. So I was like, I'm gonna check it out. And I didn't even need to, but I watched the whole thing. 38-minute runtime. It was a little bit predictable. but the pacing was good. The ending was satisfying. You know, it was a big shimmering tapestry, right? A beautifully woven death trap that also provides life. That's compelling. You know? It wasn't perfect. There was some spacing issues here and there. I noticed, you know, but I had to remind myself that's a handmade web. No computers, no AI, no 3D printers. That's a spider with no tools, nary a ruler. Just eyeballing all those lines, you know? Yeah, I know they got 8 eyeballs, but they shooting from the butt. I try to go to the botanical garden when I travel. I really enjoy the nature, you know, and every city I go to, I visit the local park or botanical, and I was recently at a garden. I was having a good time, right? And then I came across a plant that I had already seen previously in my neighborhood. I never gave it a second thought back then, but now that we at the garden, I felt pressure to engage. At least say what's up, you know? I was like, hey, dang, I didn't know you were in the biz. I mean, this is a big deal to be included in the collection. People pay money to come in here, and to be honest, I did not expect to see you in here. I mean, you must be from some popular plant family. You like a Nepo shrub. I knew you were a plant, but I didn't know you were botanical. Even the partying that I'm doing these days, there's a lot more outdoorsy, you know. I went on 2 bachelor parties last year. One of them was in Costa Rica. Anybody ever been? It's beautiful. Very tropical, very tropical. A lot of water activities, man. We were wet often. It was 15 dudes in their 40s wearing ill-fitting board shorts all day. I saw a lot of my homies' butt cracks. I did not want to, but butt crack is magnetic, man. Butt crack acts like a pseudo cleavage. It pulls attention through the power of mimicry. Your eyes are naturally drawn to that burgeoning shadow down there. What's this mystery that my mind would like to solve? You can't control that. That's dopamine. It's too powerful. It's the same principle. When they design a botanical garden, they always make the path windy through the garden. That's on purpose, to keep you curious. But what's beyond the curve? You want to know. Sometimes you follow the bend and it leads you down to a beautiful patch of begonias. Other times, it's your friend's butt hairs. The other bachelor party I went on was actually a backpacking trip. Not like hostels in Europe, but straight up into the wild. Anybody here ever been backpacking? That's the right amount. That's the perfect amount of booze, because we don't have to live like that anymore. That's a crazy choice that you make. That's a crazy choice. I mean, it's different from camping. I've done a lot of camping. Camping is chill. Camping is you drive to the campsite. You unload what you need. When you need it, you camp. Backpacking is you drive to what is not the campsite yet. You unload everything. You put it on your back. You say, thank you, car. I'm going to take it from here. For the next 26 miles, I'm going to pretend I'm a car. I'm off-road. I'm a Subaru. Vroom. I'm not even used to wearing those packs. I never had one of those packs. I never liked how they look. Even as a kid, I felt like the ratio was off. There's way too much bag to human. They're so big, you know? They're so big. I don't like how they start to come up over your head. You know? Like, I'm a basic Jansport kind of guy. For me, a backpack should go from here to here. But those packs, they're up here. I'm like, hey! What you doing? You a backpack, right? Get back. That don't feel nice. That's called looming. You looming right now. It was a bachelor party, man. My friend planned this trip for his bachelor party. That's not a traditional choice, y'all. No heavy drinking, no strippers, no shelter or electricity. It's like, hey, let's party, but let's also abstain from fun and comfort. Nobody else came. The bachelor party was me and him. It was two dudes alone in the wild for 4 days, giving each other nightly full-body tick checks. That's intimate, y'all. It got romantic by accident. But the question is, would more boys make the party less gay? I don't know. We don't have the band to solve that yet. It was a lot of fun, though, I gotta say, you know. We had a lot of fun. And we did the trail off the northern coast of California. And multiple times throughout the journey, I found myself on a bluff overlooking the ocean, overwhelmed by the beauty, you know. And I would say to my friend, thank you. Thank you for planning this trip, for making this happen. This feels like a once-in-a-lifetime thing, because I'll probably never do it again. My friend would be like, so grateful you could be here, man. Otherwise, I'll be by myself. And the two of us would just be there, quietly taking in all the majesty, you know? And then I would think to myself, I could kill this guy right now. I don't want to, but if I did, this is the best time. I don't want to hurt anybody. I just love opportunity. Something about being in nature, it makes you feel so calm, so connected with the universe. And then also makes you wonder, but am I a murderer? Maybe I'm a murderer. Saw a lot of wildlife. It's beautiful. It was crazy. One of the most spectacular things we saw was a full-grown black bear. Scary to see a bear like that, just being real life like that. You know, it was running away from us. Still scary. Because it was going uphill super fast. And when I saw that power combined with that speed, it crushed this fantasy I was harboring for the first few days. I told myself, if I had to outrun a bear, I'm gonna fake left and then I'm gonna go right. Solid, man. But then when I saw that bear go uphill hella fast, I said, that's not realistic. I'm gonna fake left and then I'm gonna be dead for real. If I got attacked by a bear, I'm gonna have to just be present. Accept what you cannot change. Breathe in, breathe out. What's happening right now? Man, I'm delicious. It was too yummy to be in the forest, y'all. I'm getting mauled up pretty good. I see you struggling with the thigh meat. Yeah, my quads are tight from the hike, bear. You should have called me last week at the crib. I was tender then. It's intense, man. On a trip like that, you gotta bring everything, you know? There's no store. Whatever you brought, that's all you got. So you find the smallest version possible. My friend brought a 2-pound tent. We shared it. That's not much tent, folks. That's about 1 pound per capita. By the end of the first day, we've hiked so many miles. We are super far from any other human being. It's so dark. You can't even see your own hand. And I remember we set up camp, and I crawled into the tent. I got into the tent, I zipped it up. I said, zip. Guess we're safe now. Right? It's okay if we go unconscious for 8 hours now? Right? Because we're inside now. This is inside. When I went like that, I transformed the windbreaker into a force field. Yeah, if we can't see them, they cannot get us. Don't play with those bears. You heard the zipper. It's bedtime. Go to bed. Go to bed. Four days. We were out there for 4 days. You know, it's intense. Half the experience is being immersed in some of the most beautiful environments you could ever imagine. The other half is being away from your stuff. It's powerful to leave your stuff for just 4 days. I was blown away. When I came back to regular life, I couldn't believe how good we have it. I was overjoyed by a faucet. Running water, that was so dope to me, you know, because in the wild, you have to hike to the creek. You have to squat down to collect freezing cold water. But in your regular life, the stream comes to your place, comes over to your house, comes up another 3-4 feet so you don't even have to bend. Gives you complete control over temperature and flow. I was like, we don't deserve that much power. I shouldn't be able to dominate water. I'm gonna get a Poseidon complex. I was overjoyed by faucets, trash cans. I couldn't believe, because we didn't have a trash can out there the whole trip, you know, and what a magical receptacle. You put whatever you want in a trash can. That's no longer your responsibility. That's society's problem now. Don't worry about that. Your granddaughter will figure it out. I felt like a toddler, man. I couldn't wait to go poo-poo in the toilet. You know? I was thinking about the toilet the whole, because for 4 days we're out there digging holes. Real quick pro tip, if you ever go backpacking, dig your hole the night before. You know you're gonna need it later. Do it after dinner, after you already put one in the chamber. Now go find a target for tomorrow. Give yourself the luxury of time to find a good location. You want a private area that has a view too. You don't want to dig a hole in the moment. You don't want to dig a hole under duress. It ain't gonna be nice, man. I woke up on the second morning, I had to go bad. I was scrambling. I grabbed a shovel, I went out there, I couldn't think straight, I made some wrong turns. I ended up on a patch of hard-baked earth. I couldn't even break ground, you know? I was like, dang, I might have to just take care of business and then bury the body later. Kind of makes sense. Now you know how big that body is. When you dig the hole ahead of time, you gotta guesstimate. You gotta ask yourself, are your eyes bigger than your butt? My first hole, not enough hole. I tried to bury it at the end, it became a little hill. They say, leave no trace. I altered the landscape. My friend crawled out the tent, he was like, that hill wasn't here yesterday. I was like, that's plate tectonics. You didn't feel the earthquake last night? Oh man, what a fun night, dude. Thank y'all so much for coming out. I got my edible right here. Edible right now, 25 members. That's a professional move, dude. No, thank y'all so much for coming out. Afterwards, we're not doing merch. There was a lot of hoops to jump through to get the merch set up, so we're not doing merch. But I'm gonna run out there after the show. There's a long, after you exit the lobby, there's a corridor that takes you back to the main casino. I'll be in that corridor area by the picture of me. If you want to do a quick selfie out there, I'm gonna be hanging out for like 30 minutes. Come up, give me your cell phone. I'll do a quick selfie with you. After the show. Oh, if you let me, before you get up, let me run out of here. After the show, I'm gonna hop off and just run right up. So give me 2 seconds before you get up. I'm quite new to this, like having fans, you know, but. And I'm very grateful. I'm just learning what it really means. And I found out, you know, every comedian has a different fan base, different demographic. And I talked to the people after the staff, at the venues, at the clubs, at the theaters. They all like me. They like my show because of the fans. Yeah, they say that you guys don't get too crazy. You drink enough, but you don't go too far, and you tip well.
So they get this, you know, they think you're kind, you're respectful, you like to go to bed early, you value your mornings. So I mean, the more I learn about you guys, I'm proud of y'all. I'm so proud of my fans, man. I appreciate you guys. Yeah, it means a lot to me. And so I just want to reciprocate your support and goodwill with a little bit of transparency, folks. I have a full disclosure. I got a fake tooth, man. It's right here in the front. It's right. It's in the middle. So you have been deceived for an hour now, and I just want to come clean. All right. Honesty is a good policy. This is a crown. Everything else is real except for this one right here. I broke that tooth a number of years ago, different time in my life. I was making bad choices. This is before I activated my purple toothbrush. So this is a crown. It's traumatic, you know? Your first set of teeth, that's for fun. Your second set, that's for real. It sucks, man. I was so desperate. I was so ashamed. I went to my dentist. I was like, please, I need you to Control Z what I did to myself. She was very reassuring. She said, no problem. We're going to put a crown on there. I said, I didn't know what that meant. I said, do what you got to do. Let's go. I found out when you get a crown, when they put a crown on a broken tooth, they first whittle down what's left of the tooth into a tiny, bloody stump. Most dentists don't want you to see, think, or know about that thing. My dentist decided to show me her work. At one point, she swung a mirror down to my face. I didn't know, I thought we were done. I thought it was like when the barber shows you the back of your head, you know? I was getting ready to tip her and peace out, you know? I took a quick glance. I did not even react because I couldn't believe that's real. I looked away. I said, don't ever do that again. I said, I don't know why I gotta tell you this, but I came here for more tooth. I want to increase the tooth. You've been going the wrong way the whole time. Bust the U-turn, girl. It haunts me. What I saw continues to haunt me. It's terrifying to know it's right there, dude. It's right there. In the mirror, I see this, but in my mind, I know the truth. So I'm very motivated to protect the crown. I don't use that tooth. That's not for tearing, that's not for biting, no chewing, that's purely ornamental. Because I know if that crown ever fell off, there's a petite goblin inside. Yeah, there's a nightmare in my face. If you look closely, you can tell this too. The crown is slightly wider and bigger than the counterparts. You know, because when you get the crown, you get to pick a color. You choose a hue, somewhere between off-white and off-fur white. And you can go lighter or darker depending on where you feel like your life is headed. Yeah, you got ambition still, or you kind of coasting now? But if you're gonna go for it, you gotta be honest with yourself, you know? Like, how white are the other teeth ever gonna get? And how many years are you down to have one bright ass tooth? I'm Sheng Wang. Thank you very much, guys. I really appreciate it. If you want to take a picture now, you can go ahead and feel free to take a photo now. Let me
Keep going, Mom. Keep going. Follow the